Hey guys, welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong.
The podcast that is better when you're stoned, but it's okay if you're not. My name is MacDizzle.
I was going to say, that's my friend MacDizzle. And I'm Joya.
Let's dive on
in. Oh, dude, I actually met somebody this weekend that does a fake Australian accent, but really well. And so I refrained from using mine.
Okay.
I feel like we can do some phrases really well, but I feel like both of us do kind of like move towards like a British.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a confused accent.
Yeah, confused is a better word.
It's confused.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
But hey, welcome. So I think we'll switch off the weeks of saying let's dive on in. You know, we can switch them off so that way we don't have to be in sync.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, see,
that's a great idea.
Fixing problems right and left. Anyway,
we don't have to sit there and wait for the other.
No. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking with this. Welcome to episode 10.
What the fuck?
We're already on 10 episodes, and you've listened to us talk for, what does that make it? Like 10 hours? 20 hours?
Yeah, not 20.
It's not 20 hours.
It's
10
not
hours.
20.
You listened to us talk for over 10 hours. Bless your heart.
It's hard. That's
Bless
amazing.
Your heart.
We love you so much for it.
We do. I apologize. So the episode we recorded last week, I was having some serious technical difficulties on my end. Not only with my internet connection, but also with my microphone. I'm hoping everything is fixed today. So I just want to say sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's so sorry. I forgot about the microphone thing too. It's not
like
people can't hear you. It's okay. It's just like the quality of the audio.
Yeah,
it's not like
crunchy audio.
Yeah, crunchy.
But I was sad because Alicia was there. It's a good episode, but moving, you live and you learn.
No, that was 2 episodes ago that we're talking about. Yeah, it was episode 8.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the one we're uploading today?
Yes, that's the one that had a little mess up with the stuff. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, she's good.
Look at my cute little puff.
They're so fucking cute. I literally cannot. What
a healthy scalp I have.
Oh my God, it's extremely. I was actually just thinking that. I was like, wow, I've never seen a scalp that healthy, to be honest, like ever in my life. I feel bad for everyone who's not watching. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm giving you a full show of my scalp right now. The close
that healthy scalp.
I think some of I for a point in time, I was having a shit ton of white hairs, and I still have a couple, right? But am I less stressed?
Maybe.
Maybe. Am I reverse aging?
Imagine.
Benjamin Button.
Study shows that old people who stop stressing just get their full hair color back.
They get it back.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I don't know. There's gotta be
science
great behind it.
There's gotta be.
What are you smoking today?
I am going to hit some CBD for a little bit. But then after that, I have some Gorilla Glue. But who really knows? Because I bought it from a plug, and like literally, who really knows?
Yeah, the strains are even at the clinic. You don't know. Everything is a lie.
Did you see my story this morning about the edible?
Yes, that was hilarious, and your label was very accurate.
Thank you.
I said nostalgia. I recognize that label.
Yes, if you were in California during the medical days, which I feel like a lot of us were, a lot of our listeners probably were, there was it was just the Wild West, like we talked about last week.
Oh yeah, we were talking about cannabis industry.
Yes, yeah. So, or that was 2 weeks ago. Or was it? Oh God.
Girl.
Time is a construct. I have no idea.
Anytime I lose track of something, that's what I'm gonna say now. I'm like, fuck, time is a construct. You're late. Time is a construct.
Yeah, doesn't fucking matter.
You're late to my wedding. Time is a construct. Shut up.
Fuck, that's funny. Oh, but yeah, that I I picked up a Rice Krispies treat from like a market. It was actually, we stopped there. You and I had stopped there on our way to Houston as well. But it was like a fresh Rice Krispies treat, and it came in like this plastic to-go box, like a small plastic to-go box, and it just looked exactly like how edibles used to come. Like the fucking homemade, basically. Everything
They were all homemade, yeah.
Yes.
It was just somebody in their fucking garage making Rice Krispies with just 11 pounds of weed.
Yeah.
In one Rice Krispies treat. They tasted, the butter would be bright green.
Oh my God, dude. What a, well, and I don't know why I took that whole thing. That was still, we hadn't met yet. I was still in my daring stoner days before I realized how, my limits. I was with my high school friends, and my college friends were the one that smoked. And so I told my high school friends, like, my friends at school would be so pissed at me if I didn't take this whole thing right now. And so I took the whole thing.
They didn't need to know.
No, they didn't. But that was for whatever reason. The peer pressure was peer pressuring when no one was even around.
That's insane.
My high school friends were like, we're going to take, like, some of them took a half, some of them took a quarter. And I was like, nah, I'm going to crush the whole thing. And we went and watched Paranormal, and it was fine. And then
I imagine that being like terrifying.
No, it was, well, I think that they weren't all the way kicked in, like the way that we took them like before we left for the movies. So it like started to kick in. I was pretty high driving back because I remember I was driving.
Ooh,
don't smoke and drive. I know.
Don't eat edibles and drive. That's just
right. Yes. Like it seriously, if there's anything that you're going to do that involves
if there's a level that you can be inebriated, that's like
enough to not yes.
Yeah, it's edibles.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, but then when I got back to the house after I fell asleep, that's when the terror ensued. So great experience for me. Or did you pack one too? Are you taking a rip too?
Yeah, I got a bong.
Okay.
I got a bong.
If you guys are listening right now, if you have a bong rip packed, or if you don't and you need to get one packed, fucking do it and let's take one together.
I don't have a lighter yet, so I do have a lighter.
That's fucked up, to be honest.
But I also have hemp wick.
OMG! That freaking I'm taking half of that fucking hemp wick roll. No, it looks like you're actually using it, so that's good.
Well, I just found it the other day. My dogs chewed it one time, so you can see it's like a little.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Holy shit. Oh, wow.
It wasn't that big. It was like a hard pull.
Oh, it's maybe something's clogged in there.
Yeah.
A little something. Wow.
Okay. Today we're going to be talking about space. Things in space.
Fuck?
Space scares me.
Space is just the idea that space exists is absolutely fucking terrifying.
If they say, hey, everyone on Earth is going to die, but we can all go to space, I'm dying on Earth. I'm dying here.
Well, where are we going in space?
I don't care.
Are we going? Wait, have you seen The 100? Did you watch any of that? Where they all live in a space station.
That looks like living fucking hell.
And if you break any rule, you die because they can't afford to put people in jail.
Yeah.
There's no jails. They just you just die. That's it.
Yeah, you're just ex-nayed.
Yeah, it's back to fucking medieval times.
Literally.
They're like, you stole an apple? Beheaded.
And we're women.
Oh, fuck.
What are they gonna use us for? We have great genes, Joya.
Oh my God. I did not even. That just. Oh my God. It's so much worse. We have great genes.
We would produce ox children. Good workers.
They're like, look at the dump truck on that one. And that one's only a few inches from 6 feet. Fucking get them going.
Get them both in there. Look at those birthing hips. We can get them every 9 months.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, that's horrible. That's what would happen though.
Yeah, so don't be a woman when the apocalypse comes. With that, we'll take a little breaky, Yana, and we'll be right back to titillate you with some titillating titty details about titillating space titillating. That's a really cute top.
Thank you.
For those of you who can't see it, it's cute. It's cute. It's pretty slutty, but it's pretty cute.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll BRB.
Sweet. We're back.
We are motherfucking back. Yes. Space.
So what if they told us that we could go to another planet? You wouldn't want to go live on another planet?
Well, okay, see, I'm looking at this realistically, and that planet is Mars. No, I don't want to go live in Arizona. I don't want to. That's not what I want to do.
Do we know anything about like the climate?
Here's my hypothesis about Mars. We know a little bit about Mars. We have a rover going around on there. And here's what I think happened. We were there first. All right. We were on Mars and we just butt fucked Mars, and then we came to Earth and then we didn't stop the butt fucking. We kept butt fucking it. We said it doesn't matter. There's so many planets.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, that's so funny. Mars is what Earth is gonna look like after we butt fuck Earth.
Yes.
Because we already butt fucked Mars.
Yes, very that. Mars. All right. The fourth planet from the sun, second smallest, being only larger. Mercury.
Okay. Oh, so Mars is smaller than Earth?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Iron oxide. Oh, that's what makes it red.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. You're like, do I want to go live in Arizona? No.
No, that looks like a fucking... Ugh.
But is it anything like Arizona besides looking like Arizona? Because also Arizona...
I imagine you can't breathe the air out there.
Which is true for Arizona during July and August.
And like, that's what scares me. Like, so we're going on a different planet, right? Our bodies are made for literally the what this Earth has.
Yes.
Nitrogen rich. We have to fake those, we have to simulate those conditions to be able to breathe underwater in places that we're not accustomed to being, right?
Right.
You go to a different planet, you have to wear a spacesuit to go fucking anywhere. And what happens if you get a little rip in the spacesuit? I'm hectic. Yeah. Bad things happen to me all the time.
Yeah. We couldn't wear acrylic nails in space for sure.
Oh my god.
No. That's funny that you say that, because one of the videos that I was watching, the guy was like, it was like a 25 crazy facts about space or something, but one of them was everything will kill you.
Everything will literally kill you.
There are no missteps allowed, because you literally could die from there's so many things that could fucking kill you. You know what else I saw too? Because there's no, like, in these zero gravity, which is like in the spaceships and stuff, like there's no fucking gravity, and because there's no gravity, our muscles aren't doing any work.
Yeah.
Like they're not
you're
holding
just
us
super
up.
weak.
So your muscles will fucking disintegrate. And yes, you will literally be like, I saw a photo of a guy who it was not very long. It was like maybe a month or two, and he was emaciated, like no muscle whatsoever.
So they have to do you can't even do physical activities.
Exactly, because there's no fucking gravity. So nothing. Yeah. Fucking crazy. Imagine the new weight loss fad is like, go spend
you lose all your muscle, but oh my god.
Yeah, dude, fucking crazy.
Oh, that sounds I like space really just genuinely scares me. Like the utter blackness, emptiness, it's getting ever bigger, it's expanding. I can't even wrap my head around that. How did humans decide that was happening?
Dude, I have no idea, but I also saw that there's a consensus among scientists that at some point the universe is going to end. Like there has to be some end to it. And one of the theories is that the universe is going to expand so much that it literally will not be able to like hold
I'm having a panic attack in my chest right now listening to you talk about this.
Gravity pulls will reach their limit. Like they will not be able to pull anymore, and the universe will okay, hold on. Too much expansion the gravity will stop working, and then everything will pull away from each other. Atom particles will pull apart, it says. That's what their theory. Like literally like neutrons and protons and electrons will move away from each other, which is completely never like impossible by our physics standards. The other one was that gravity pulls will reach their limit and the universe will stop expanding because like you said, it's like ever expanding. It'll stop expanding and it'll just turn in on itself, and they call that the big crunch theory. So basically it's the opposite of what allegedly happened with the Big Bang.
Oh my god. I'm having so much, just listening to this is giving me such anxiety in my chest.
The likelihood of that happening like anywhere near, we're gonna kill the Earth. We're not gonna be alive for the end.
Well, I know, but like, what happens to my little soul and body after that? I assumed I just ascended somewhere into the universe. But if the universe is gonna crunch in on itself, where the fuck am I going?
You're fucking right. I have no idea. Oh my god. Because yeah, what about us in the afterlife?
Maybe there is.
Where are we gonna go? Oh, there's gotta be one.
Oh the pain in my chest right now. Oh, I'm having anxiety. Space, I didn't know that this would be the episode that gives me the most anxiety. A sidebar. You remember that episode where I talked about how I ran away from home and my poor Nana?
Yes.
I gave her her apology.
You did?
Yeah, I gave her in-person apology. And she was like, that was so long ago. Shut up.
Oh my god, but Nana, you're like, I needed to do this.
I needed to get this off my chest.
Yeah.
It felt so bad.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you were able to do that. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back, because that was the high school episode. MacDizzle talks about the literally most heartbreaking moment of her life, and she cried. So
it was bad.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
But yeah, so we're just like meat bags on a floating rock. Water bags.
Literally.
Meaty water bags.
Okay, wait, that reminds me of something, because I watched videos about like the craziest planets like that we know of. So like there's just different reasons these planets are absolutely fucking insane. There's one that there's one that's half molten lava, half never-ending darkness. Like no one knows what the fuck's going on at the other one, but
it's the dark side. You can't see it.
Yes, right, exactly. But there's planets that are tidally, they say, locked to their stars. So that means that they don't rotate like the Earth does. So like the Earth rotates, and that's how we have like days,
yeah,
like
and seasons.
But there's some planets who never rotate, so they just go.
So one side just doesn't have
exactly
any light on it ever at all.
Ever.
Just
so there's
barren.
literally, yeah. Even if we wanted to try to figure out what the fuck it was, we literally could not, because it's never gonna face the sun.
I can't wrap my head around these things. What?
Wait, listen to this, because there's another one. So it's a blue and white planet, so it looks really like earthy. It's like blue and white, like
cloud.
Exactly. So it looks like, but
what is the blue?
That's a good. I mean, they're gases. They're both gases. I don't know what it is, but it rains glass. Like it rains like shatterable, sharp raindrops. And the winds get up to 5,000 miles an hour.
Honestly.
And so basically it's raining glass, and then the wind is coming and shooting it 5,000 miles an hour horizontally.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Some people could live there. Imagine what species of anything could live in a glass.
Some type of reptile.
No.
Yes.
No.
They have the
5,000 miles per hour, Joya. Every day. Constantly. Nothing is surviving there. That's just like inhabitable. That planet said, you know what? I'm tired of seeing people go out sad like Earth. I'm tired of seeing people go out sad. I'm gonna fucking rain glass and throw that shit around.
And move 5,000 miles an hour. They're like, in perspective, like it's winds have only gone up to like 250.
No, then that rips buildings out of the fucking
exactly. Fucking gnarly as fuck.
Yeah, that planet has a good chance of surviving.
The universe dying.
No, that planet has a good chance of surviving. Well, I don't know. Maybe no. The universe.
Like,
if the universe
what- if-
dies, what do? You gotta
Yeah.
go with it.
There's nothing you can do.
Oh.
I also learned that you probably have heard this before too, that there's like rogue planets that are just floating around that are not gravitationally pulled to any
They
star.
said, I'm just fucking out here, period.
Yep, and there's some like the size
Where
of
do they go?
Jupiter.
Do they move?
They're just going wherever. Like, they can be affected by black holes or other like gnarly bursts of energy that can kind of like push them around, but they're just going, literally they're going wherever, they're going with the flow, and they're literally not pulled to anywhere, so they're just, and basically what the thing said is like they could bump into something
and ruin an entire planet
and continue on their trajectory like it was literally nothing. Yep, literally.
And meanwhile,
Fucking crazy.
Meanwhile, the Earth ended. He just bumped into us. He said, "Oh,
yeah." He's just like,
and,
boop,
and we're just like,
exactly. Fuck.
Imagine seeing a planet getting so close that it's about to bump into you, just in the sky. Just fucking
terrible. Well, it would probably be pitch black. If we're being honest.
No, it would black.
It would be pitch black. Mm-hmm. No, imagine it just leaves a little tiny bit of sunlight, just enough for us to know what the fuck is going on.
Be in terror.
Exactly. So we could just all be absolutely terrified.
Oh my god, you wouldn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anxiety. Yeah.
But if it's gonna happen. That some serious.
What kind of cruel joke is it to be born?
Yeah, exactly.
They could have spared me a lot of anxiety.
Honestly, though, like, who put me here?
I didn't ask.
Fucked up reason.
For why?
Yeah. What is
a black hole? It's just.
So a black hole happens when there's like some sort of like energy.
Do we know what's inside of those?
It happens with stars. No, we literally cannot. We know nothing about what happens inside of a black hole. But I also saw, I didn't watch the video, but it said that there's white holes that have been discovered now. Personally, I think I'd probably go with the black hole, not the white hole, but that's just me.
There's a region of space-time where gravity is so strong that no particles or even electromagnetic radiation such as light can escape from it.
And that shit is just pulling everything so hard.
Is that what's pulling the universe?
Well, there's blue holes that are small. There's blue holes that are big. Even
blue?
Oh, sorry. Black
holes.
But no, there's like small ones, there's big ones. I saw that even a small one by, space standards could completely swallow our sun up, just obliterate it. What the verbiage that was used was tear our sun to shreds. And they can also be traveling the way the rogue planets are. They can be just moving, like they don't have to stay in one spot. So they could be moving. And it said that they could travel up to millions of miles per second.
Okay, and now
it's sucking everything in.
When I said earlier in the episode that I wanted to die on Earth.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Right. Yeah, I do.
The horror that space is.
But at least a black hole death, I feel like, would be quick. Because it's like the gravity is pulling you so fucking hard. Uh-oh.
What if you get sucked into somebody's, like, what is it? What do you get sucked into?
This is a white hole.
Cannot be entered from the outside, so it's just spitting stuff out?
No way. So
that's the other side of a black hole. It's spitting all the light out.
What? So maybe you don't die on contact with a black hole then?
We don't know.
Fuck. Oh my god.
My chest has been tight this whole episode. Just thinking about this.
I know.
Oh my god.
Space is literally terrifying. And you know what, too? You know how they say the ocean, they say like, oh, we know more about space than we know about the ocean. The ocean's terrifying, which I'm sure it is. But also,
I would like to know more about the ocean. If we're putting this much effort to know about the universe.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck? Explore the fucking ocean.
The history of humanity is in the ocean. We can find everything out. We can find the origins of everything.
Wow, that's actually a really good point.
Like, I bet it's down
we
there.
could learn so much more about ourselves.
Because
we
technically,
definitely could.
all life came from the ocean. That's where it started.
Yes.
If you believe in
Right.
evolution.
Yeah, I know.
If you accept science.
Yeah, exactly. that's the right word. If you accept it.
So yeah, all life started as like organisms in the ocean. That's where we're gonna find the answers to everything. In Atlantis.
Did you see? Yeah, let's go to fucking Atlantis. Fuck it.
Period.
Did you see? In the Mediterranean Sea, they found a sword from.
Yes, the medieval.
Did you?
Sword.
You saw
it, like,
that,
fell off
dude?
The ship. It was like 500 years old or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
Wait,
that is so cool.
Older than 500 years, then, right?
Yeah, definitely older than 500 years. It was like from, well, I guess I shouldn't say definitely. Dev, do you mind if we get a quick Google search? It was found in the Mediterranean Sea, and it's from a crusader.
Yeah.
So I think I think it was around
sword.
1200 or something like that. Like 1200 BC, so maybe like 800 years. But I could be wrong. But it was somewhere around there. But to your point, we'll definitely find some fucking shit in the oceans.
Well, humans have, but also what's interesting is like humans have always paid very little attention to the ocean and a lot of attention to the sky.
Yes, definitely.
And maybe that comes from access to technology, like making a telescope is easier than risking your life going deep in the water.
Exactly. I think that space allows
900
us to,
years old.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
But
yeah, I feel like
space easily observable.
Exactly. We don't have to endanger our bodies except for the astronauts, which I also learned that it's obviously so much safer now, but in the 1970s, every person that was sent to space around the world, 30% of them died.
Oh my god. They used to just send dogs up there. They used to just send dogs and monkeys. Yeah, and then they would just see if they died.
Animals?
They didn't have any plan to bring them back. They would just shoot a dog into space. And then the dog would just die.
What the fuck?
But they were just like saying like, oh, could we shoot a human up here? Could they survive in the gravity? Which I get it. Like, don't send a human, but like send a human. Have someone sign up for that shit.
Oh my god, that is literally horrific.
Yeah.
Like, that's terrible.
Humanity is the worst thing. It's the worst thing.
Genuinely. Oh my god, I listened to that Sword and Scale episode that we listened to about the guy who killed his childhood abuser.
Oh my god.
I won't get into any more specifics, but there is a part where the fucking abuser guy beat his fucking dog to tell the kid, like, don't tell. Yeah, I know. I forgot that had happened. I wanted Adam to listen to it, and so when we were listening to it, when we finally finished, I was like, I remembered these things, but I didn't remember this.
We blocked that out. We blocked that part out.
Totally. And like, oh my god, horrible. Yeah, humans are fucking terrible. So, you know what? I am going to go ahead and backtrack to when you said that you would like to die on Earth, and I'm coming with you. That's what I'm doing too.
Period.
Yeah. Because fuck that.
Honestly, imagine like 80% of the population of Earth left. I bet like we'd turn it around. We could fucking turn it around. Be like, oh my god, we'll miss you so much. Have fun out there in space. Live on. Carry on our legacy. Oh. And then we'll just 1,000
fucking %. Oh my god. Actually, that's a really great idea. So
send Elon.
Write that down.
Send all of them up there. Get your little accolades. Send them all up into your little space haven army. We will die here.
Did you also see that Elon Musk said that he would solve world hunger if somebody could break it down basically into an invoice?
Yeah, and I think that's genius.
Yeah.
But I like, that's fair.
Like 100%.
He's the first person to be like, I'll do it.
Yes, tell me how. Transparency.
Because that's something I say. That's something you and I preach all the time. I'm like, okay, this is our chance, y'all. This is our fucking chance, y'all.
Totally. Somebody responded to him and was like, 100%, we have the ability to do this for you. So if you're down, he was like, we have the programs and the information and everything we need to be able to do that for you so that you can have full transparency and know exactly what's going on. Yeah. So we'll see. And on that note,
if he does, I will renew my respect for this man.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Like,
I'll definitely, yeah.
That's all I want billionaires to do. Fix problems with your
help
boundless
people.
amounts of money.
Good Lord.
Like,
just fucking help
boundless amounts
somebody.
of money.
Fucking piece of shit.
But I can also see when you're starting to deal with billions of dollars, how corrupt people are.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
But with that said, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, maybe we'll start talking about aliens a little bit.
Oh,
that's a little bit more fun for me to talk about than the expansion of nothingness.
Where we just die, yeah.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Be right back, guys.
And we're back.
It's my favorite song. So now I'm going to take my bong rip. I waited to not take the bong rip during our break, so.
You should take your. I want to take
a dab.
I think I should take a dab.
Oh boy! Fucking send it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'll wait until you take off on a tangent, and I'll start heating it up.
Okay.
Be very loud.
Perfect.
But aliens. So I remember as a wee child, the idea of aliens being like kind of like a crackpot. Kind of like you're
if you
alien,
believe,
you know, kind of like a crackpot thing. But then as I've gotten older, I don't think it's just my circles. I think they've become more widely considered like, this phenomena exists.
I absolutely agree with you. I think, well, if there's people that are still saying like, oh, you're crazy to think that aliens, it's the minority has shifted. Mm-hmm. Like, because there's some people who still, I think, would say like, oh, there's no aliens.
Do you have any alien experiences?
Oh God. No, direct? Absolutely not.
I think I've had not like there's something very weird that happened one time.
What?
One time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was driving down the road, and I was making a left turn, and it was one of those left turns where it's like you yield for the left, right? Yeah.
For the people coming straight.
So it was a really quick one though. So it was one of those ones that usually kept the road. Anyways, so I made the left turn.
Okay.
Anyway, and I'm driving, and there was like an event or something happening
on your left side,
right, and they were like
or
on my left. On my left, there was an event or something happening at this like community center, and it was like bikers or something. Mm-hmm. And I drove past it, and I had driven past it, and all of a sudden 3 green lights. I don't really remember what happened, but like I just remember 3 green lights on my steering wheel spinning in a circle and then disappearing. And it was like the weirdest
inside of your car?
Yes. Inside I could see 3 green lights in my car on my steering wheel, and they just spun in a circle. They went like and then disappeared.
My fucking God.
And like I stopped, and I was like, wait, was it like a strobe light from the party? Was there like a green light that came into my car? And I looked, and there was nothing like that. I sat there for minutes just waiting. There was nothing like that. And I was like, what the
dude, okay, that is the fucking worst. To have an experience like that, that's absolutely fucking insane. And you are trying to find some sort of logical explanation.
Yes.
And you can't.
And I was like looking back, I was like, is it a green light behind me? Did it like a reflection come into my car? And I just could not make an explanation for why it spun.
You probably couldn't like recreate it. Yeah, you couldn't make it happen again.
There was no. It was the weirdest fucking thing. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
That is so scary.
Yeah. That's like the only like possibly alien-ish experience I've ever had.
Yeah. Well,
but
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I feel like there's lots of people's documentation that aliens do exist.
That's what fascinates me the most. My issue is like so many things, like the same thing with ghost footage. Like, so people are so good at making like graphics and everything like that now. It's so easy to fake things. So it's like, I feel like 70% of what we're seeing isn't real.
Yeah. Well, and I think that too, I feel like, well, there is people that are really fucking good at editing. I think there's a lot of stuff that we can decipher ourselves, like by just watching it enough times and seeing, especially people like us who work in video. Obviously, we don't work in fucking CGI and whatever, but I feel like a lot of times, like if you really just look hard enough, you can totally, like poke the holes But
I
there's
saw something pretty compelling. I don't know if the video is real, but like the idea behind it makes a lot of sense. And the human eye can't see certain things. Like literally, like there could be something in front of us. If the human eye can't detect that, we won't. You'll run right into it, right? And so there's this certain type of glass or something that has a like creates some kind of ray to where the human eye can see things that she wouldn't typically be able to without this glass. And somebody held it up to the sky, and it was just like an alien ship right there, clear as day, just hanging out above the city. And then you took it away and you couldn't see anything. And so whether or not the video is real, I'm sure there's other things like that. But the idea that aliens just know things about humans, because there have been countless um incidents is of people saying like, I was abducted, this happened to me, like there's foreign objects in my body. I fully believe that people get abducted. I fully believe it happens to them from childhood like through adulthood.
Oh my god, yes, that's so fucked up too, to think about, that aliens could like target people and continue
it's
to
the same thing that
them.
humans do with animal testing. Like it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. They're learning things about us. So I think,
go ahead, sorry, I was just gonna say, I wonder if there's good races of alien and bad races of alien.
I'm sure that there's protectors and then there's bad ones. I'm sure. But at the end of the day, when you have to do human testing, it's going to be a terrifying experience.
Yeah. Well, but the other good thing is that a lot of those people don't necessarily remember what happened to them.
Yeah.
So that's
just like a hazy thing, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them remember a lot of pain. A lot of them don't. But that's what I'm thinking, like they're running tests on humans to figure out like, how can we fucking like, what's the easiest way to be here? You know, what's the easiest way to get in and out, like not have them see us? Like somebody ran a test one time. They're like, oh yeah, humans can't, if you just put this ray on your ship, they can't fucking see you. You're fine. Also, their hearing, it's ass.
That is fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yes.
Like, I don't know that it's actually, I fully believe that we're being visited.
Yes.
Consistently.
Yes.
I don't, but the idea that they're just here all the time. If they were here all the time, I always assumed they would be in the ocean, because like that we don't ever go in there. And I'm guaranteeing there's aliens in the ocean.
Possibly. Or they at least utilize it.
Yeah.
If there's no
because there's
stations in there or anything.
There's stories about sailors way back in the day who.
How long ago is that? Hundreds of years or decades of years?
Hundreds of years. Okay. Like sailors, like medieval shit, talking about lights coming up from the ocean.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure aliens have been coming to Earth for a while, which brings us to this whole thing of like ancient alien theorists.
Stonehenge?
There are some very strange anomalies that I cannot come up with an explanation that humans did that.
And more importantly, experts and people who have studied these things for years, not the double ear shake right next to my microphone, guys, but there's people who have been trying to figure it out for their whole lives, who cannot, literally have no explanation for
moving
these things.
Objects that big
and placing them on their freaking, like, not on their horizontal side, not flat, like they're like this, like
vertical on
their short side.
Don't they go like into the ground too?
That's a good question. I don't know too much, because it's the ancient aliens. This is the only reason I remember this is from an episode of that. But the guy was also talking about how all of the old religions and mythology have the same type of imagery. And he basically was like every religion or every
has angels or something with wings.
Yes. And chariots that fly, or like things like vehicles that fly.
Yeah.
So this guy's basically like, how do we know that there weren't, other worldly beings visiting the earth? And these people were like, he basically, like, it was like people in like some sort of northern European super old, like a Celtic fucking myth. And then there's like an Egyptian myth. So they're literally like so fucking far away from each other and have never lived anywhere near each other, would never have been able to communicate. This is like way before ships and vehicles and whatever. They're talking about the same things, seeing the same things. They're writing about like, so they're like, what's the common denominator? Like, is Jesus really coming and flying on a fucking chariot? Or
if he is, that's fucking lit, and that's pretty punk rock and like a good way to travel.
Jesus, like, is Santa Claus
on a
flying
flaming
away?
chariot? He's just like, he has a guitar. He's like, he's like shredded, and he wears like a black toga situation, not like the
yeah, and he's black too, physically.
Well, yeah, and he's fucking
Clearly,
punk rock as fuck. He's so punk rock.
That's so funny. But yeah, I mean, fucking literally insane to think about that we could, because you're right. Like, if they've been visiting us, it has to have been, it's not like they just came up with the fucking technology last year.
No.
They've been around for a long time.
For a while. It was when people started noticing them more was after our nuclear incidents. We had a couple nuclear incidents.
Yes.
Hiroshima
Fuck
and
you,
such.
Harry Truman. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck everyone who was involved in that. That's just disgusting.
Yeah.
But I heard there was like an uptick in sightings after that.
They saw that shit from wherever they were and they were like, whoa.
They were like, yo, these humans are wilding out.
Oh my God.
Go babysit
How
them.
embarrassing.
I know.
What the fuck? That's how we're showing out for the fucking aliens?
Yes.
So the giant mushroom cloud that killed
They're
thousands of people.
They're like, they might all kill themselves. Do we care? I don't know. Let's go watch.
Yeah. Let's go watch.
Let's go find out.
Oh my gosh, like the people in, well, I don't think it's a spoiler, but I was going to say like the people in Squid Game. Just watching.
Oh, yeah. Very much just for entertainment.
Fucking A.
Like we watched Mars go out. That was pretty fun. I'm convinced Mars used to be a fruitful place like Earth. I'm convinced.
They haven't found any evidence of that, though. What do you think that
they found evidence of? I think they found evidence of water.
They did find water.
Ice or something.
Ice caps.
Water equals life.
Well, for us. But I'm thinking of like fossils in the sediment and stuff, or like carbon, like, yeah, they haven't found any of them.
Well, they're not digging up there like that. We got one rover out there taking videos.
We're almost there,
and
though.
Selfies.
We're like not
if
even
we
a year
start
away.
digging, we're gonna find some stuff. I'm positive because that is a windy, dusty planet.
You're right.
Send someone up there with a fucking shovel. Send a team of excavators. One dude with a jackhammer.
Wait, okay, so not to give you anxiety all over again, but I was reading about the air pressure and how important air pressure is to our survival. Yeah. And so basically they were talking about how in plenty of the air pressure in space are all the water in our body, which is like how much, like 80% of us, or
70%.
Yeah, something like that. All the water in our body would boil and evaporate, and then we would basically become these like bubbles.
Just jerkies.
Yeah, well,
just pieces of jerky.
Then we would explode.
Oh, good.
So that's what the body would pop eventually.
Where's
the air pressure? I don't know if it's on Mars, or I didn't write down where it was because it makes me think that it was in like an all of space situation because I didn't write down a location.
Like out there. Imagine you're out there on Mars and like you get a little tear in your suit and like luckily it seals everywhere else, but your finger just explodes off.
Well,
you're just like
it would start like blowing up and blowing up and blowing up, and then it just explodes. Oh my God. No, thank you. Oh my God. That's like, there's people who just volunteer and just want to go.
Let's go. Please take as many people as you want with you. I support your endeavor to colonize Mars. I will die here with the rest of the population who's not down.
To die in space. For all the ways that you can die in space.
I'm good. Possibility of life on Mars is a subject of interest.
No proof or past of present, or proof of past or present.
But its proximity and similarities to Earth.
Yeah.
Are what? drive that. So yeah, that's literally, we used to live there. We fucked that planet raw.
I'm literally dying. We're looking at a picture of Mars from the rover that's there.
It's Arizona. You can't tell me they
It's
didn't
like the
just take a
worst
picture
part.
in Arizona. Got plot twist. They're not even on Mars. They're just
They're
sending
in
the rover
Tucson.
around the. Yeah, they're just sending the rover around fucking some places in Arizona, streaming it to you. And we're eating it
Wait,
up.
it pans over and there's just like a little fucking old syringe.
There's like a hawk in the sky flying.
There's a fucking Pookie pipe. That's what's
just
happening.
A crack pipe that it rolls over a crack pipe.
That's funny. Wow. Honestly, really good theory though that we fucked up Mars and we're on our way to. We've just fucked up a second planet. But like, okay, if that were to be the case, did people come to Earth and not tell anyone about it and not keep their technology? They're like, we must destroy the spaceships.
They're like, just send the dumb ones out. So maybe that's what happened. So they fucked Mars, and so they went to a different planet. They're like, all the smart ones, us, we're gonna go to a different galaxy because we're lit like that, right?
Yeah.
And then they sent all of the degenerates and like the slow ones to Earth, and we're descendants of them.
Fuck.
Either way, humans are dumb.
Oh my god, that explains why it took me 7 years to finish college. Oh, now I know.
It's your ancestors' fault. There's nothing we could do. Cars were built against us.
That's the whole plot of the 100 too. Is like they're like, let's send out the fucking degenerates.
Like all the prisoners. They're like,
it's kids. All the kids because they floated. They sent all the parents. If there was adults that broke the law, they got murdered. But the kids are like, oh, we can't kill the kids, so we'll just put them in a pod and send them back to Earth, where we have no idea if they'll survive.
Yeah, treat them like puppies in space.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. Fuck, dude. It's fucking so stupid. I hate
the way we figure things out.
Yes, I literally hate us.
Because remember that one time we were talking about like, oh, there was a guy who just like went out and ate berries and decided if we could like survive off of them.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
That guy was a raw patriot.
Yeah. For humans.
For humanity. For his fucking.
I was just watching something. Ooh, what was it yesterday? But it was like it was some indigenous culture, and the he was talking about how these people forever ago were always working for the sake of the community. Like he was saying, like I work so that I can make the earth better, get it as much as we can out of the earth, like as far as like finding things and whatever. It was like he went down this list and it was like I do this because, and the final one, the last, like the fifth one was I do this to feed my family. Like it was like for the earth, for the community, and then it was like finally like I do this to feed my family. Whereas like now
that came last.
Exactly. Yeah. Like now we're like it's for me and my family.
Capitalism, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So annoying.
I always talk shit about capitalism and people are like, "Oh, you have 2 cars. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "But just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I'm fucking hyped on it."
And also it's like Okay, wait, do you remember that? Did you see that video?
Fuck capitalism.
Did you see that video where the guy was like, every time I say let's tax the rich, somebody with a 2-car garage and a Peloton is like, are you talking about me?
No.
I'm not talking about you.
No.
Because it said even if your net worth is $2 million, which is obviously
way more than the average bear.
Exactly. You are still closer to homelessness than you are to ever becoming as rich as some of the world's richest, the top 10%. So, yeah.
I retracted the dab idea and I'm doing a bowl.
Oh, okay, good for you. I'm packing a regular bowl now, so hey.
Love this for us.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Oh, fuck. That one was fat, MacDizzle.
Oh, it was good.
God damn.
And with that, we'll take a little break. Then we'll be right back in just a minute.
Yes, we will.
TTYL.
Sorry, guys. Okay, and we're back.
We've talked about the depression that space is. We've talked about aliens. We talked about humans in space. No, what I'm saying is like humans. What is up with humans' fascination with the sky?
I have no idea. But like we were saying earlier, it's safe to. We're so far. So like viewing anything, studying anything from a major distance where you're probably not gonna get hurt.
How did someone figure out how to make a telescope?
Dude, I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. It has to be like series of like glass, right? Because like a magnifying glass. It's like
different types of glass, but like how the fuck, like who discovered like glasses?
We can't figure this out because we are average fucking Joes. But somebody in a science major or whatever would be like, oh, they fucking took them and they put it next to them and then it was like magnifying glass telescope
using lenses, curved mirrors, or a combination of both. How the fuck does that make something bigger?
See, this is where we're not going to be able to understand these things.
I'm not smart enough for this. Like, there was somebody out there who was like, no, if I put these mirrors like this, I can look at Venus. What?
Like, what? It's fucking insane. Like, absolutely insane. But you know what's even fucking crazier is that we can totally see them at nighttime, which is cool.
Yeah.
You can't see them up close. You don't know what the fuck they look like. But you can fucking see them.
I just feel like there's like the light bulb, right? Maybe it's because there was so little information and technology that like the light bulb was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. What? No more candles? No more lanterns? Because I feel like there hasn't been an invention like that in our lifetime.
Internet? The internet?
I guess, but I think I was a little too young to be like, I didn't have the internet. I feel like I always had the internet.
Well, smartphones, which is a very revolutionary technology.
But I also feel like that's just like a build from one piece of technology
from the
to
cell
another.
Phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because,
like,
cell phones
electricity was that shit.
Revolutionary, for sure.
It was that shit.
Well, I wonder that's actually a really good question. If there's been anything to that effect.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much technology now that maybe it's just I'm just unimpressed because of that. Because everything's already been done.
Because we were born with electricity.
Yeah, because I was born with a fucking VCR.
Right. Oh my god, dial-up.
You couldn't be on the phone.
You couldn't be on the phone at the same time. Oh my god, I need everybody to comment. If you're on the WeedTube right now watching us, I need you to comment if you had to fucking if you couldn't talk on the phone while you were on the internet.
Did you have AOL?
Yes.
Everyone had AOL. AOL was that shit. I still have an AOL email. AOL is open on my computer right now.
And when you give it to people, are they like, whoa, haven't heard that one?
They're like, oh my god, retro. I'm like,
it's still just as user friendly. It's literally just an email.
It's just an email.
It's not like we're using fucking dial-up internet.
I've had the same email since 4th grade. Since I was 8 years old, I've had an email. So
I had one when I was very young as well. I don't have the same one, but my parents gave me one when I was really young too.
Yeah,
we all had the same format. Yeah,
very long time.
As we obviously won't say the name of the email, but I think it's clearly a.
But I guess the internet would probably But I think you're right. The internet was probably like the most groundbreaking thing since anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
Like what
cars. We obviously weren't alive for that.
That was a carriage, though. That was just an upgrade from a carriage.
Yeah, but a carriage has
car was limitations. Yeah, that was a pretty big one. The horses got a break.
Thank God.
There used to be so many dead horses just all over New York. They used to send them to an island. They used to just pack them all onto a onto a ship and send them to an island, and there's just like a ton of dead horses.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Oh, they're really big too, so I could see how like digging a fucking grave for a horse or digging and put it somewhere to put
doing
it in
anything
ground.
Except what they did with the limits of their technology at the time. They had a ship that was they tried. They were still using horses for things.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's just
run
horrible.
until they're dead. Ugh, humans.
Yeah. Ugh, literally we do that with everything. It's so fucked. God,
why are we so inherently selfish? I was thinking about it today, like, would I be willing to give up much of my comfort to live better for the earth? And I think my answer is yes.
Yeah, I mean,
but I also want other people to get on board with me.
Yes, am I going to do it for no fucking reason? Absolutely not. Whoa. No, but I feel you. If there was
if I could get literally like 1 million people to be like, look, we're all committing to, we're going to go live on the land and be better.
And it would make a difference too.
Yes.
That's the tough thing. That's what all the people that talk about climate change that I see on the news, they're like, we have to give people hope, because without hope, no one will fucking do anything. But the way that they talk now, which it's like, I don't know, because they always say like, oh yeah, the earth has 30 years or whatever. But
they're not saying that.
They do say that. Literally, like, the earth is going to be unfucking livable. By 2030, it's going to be like, the way that we're going right now. There is a documentary on Netflix. You might have already watched it, but if you didn't, I need you to fucking watch it. It's something about like, it's a David Attenborough. He narrates it, but it's like about how the way that our earth has been for literally millions of years. They have evidence of all of this because of it's all in the soil. Mm-hmm. And they show like it was like this and it would go up and down a little bit or whatever.
And now it's like
literally it's like up, and there has been no dips. It's up like this, like straight fucking up. Dude. And that's just in the last, like, I think it's been 30 years pretty much. Since like the early 90s, maybe the 80s, but it's like
they just went to the climate summit and we know nothing's gonna happen.
Literally, they're like, yes, everything is bad.
We're not gonna stop drilling for oil or any of that. No.
Literally, like, yes, we all
like we need some drastic changes, and people are going to be pissed, and there's going to be riots. But the earth deserves it.
And if we want our freaking race to survive, if we want fucking humans to survive,
you need to shut Amazon down. You need to shut that whole company down.
We need to do a lot more than that.
All the big corporations, they need to just shut the fuck down, and we're not going to have anything for a long time.
Dude, but seriously, the ones that are producing the most, because there has to be obviously the oil industry, but I'm sure there's other industries as well that are producing more waste. The fishing industry. There's like, and whoever the fuck is making things in factories, I don't know what the fuck they're making to make, toxic chemicals come out that are going into the fucking atmosphere. But there has to be a group of like industries that are making it worse for everyone else.
Well, there definitely are. And there's people who've been putting, there's like a ton of issues where people like lie in their reporting. They don't include things. They're like, oh, we've been knowing for years and years and years that this is toxic, but we didn't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the people the people that in Napa, the people that were responsible for one of those absolutely massive fires, because they're lines or whatever. God, I wish I knew more details, but somebody
it's in like that people area, know that these issues exist and do nothing about it, and then something catastrophic happens, and here we are.
And then dozens of thousands of acres burn, and then they're like, "Oh, we should have fixed that. Oops. So sorry." And on a semi-smaller scale, the fucking Texas power grid. They said that they are not prepared. If that happens again, they are not prepared.
Oh, they never will be. You need to. Texas cannot maintain. Texas is ready for the weather to not change. They can maintain their power if the weather stays exactly the same as it has. But guess what, Texas? Climate change exists.
Everybody keeps saying, this is not going to happen again. This is not going to happen again. I'm like, it is absolutely going to happen again. Every year. So yeah, no one cares about us. Literally, not just me in Texas. Literally none of us. Anyone.
No, we're all
care.
fucked. We're all fucked. The politicians, the lobbyists, everyone, they only care about money for one reason or another.
Yep. So
I'm just trying to make it out to live comfortably, you know?
Yeah. I feel like we have been getting in this habit of ending every episode on a somber fucking note.
Just so somber. What's something good that's happening in my life right now that can uplift everyone? Joy's gonna do her first Twitch stream today.
Yes, I'm on Twitch now. If you guys aren't on Twitch, get on Twitch. Both of us are on there. So
yes.
Is yours MacDizzle or MacDizzle420?
It's MacDizzle with an underscore.
MacDizzle_. Mine's
the
Joya Ride. It's the Joya Ride with an yeah. Ride. Oh, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this. This is so fun for us. We love to be able to share our thoughts with you guys.
Yes, and I appreciate you guys listening. Yes. Have a great fucking day today. Do something beautiful with your life. Do something good for the earth.
Woo. Do that.
Because I can feel like I can live pretty minimally right now if I I just need to have internet. That's my one thing.
Yeah.
As long as I can have this desk and everything on it, I can make this work. I'll go take all my content in the woods. OnlyFans in the woods.
Wow. Are you gonna get I won't ask any. Never mind. No more probing questions.
All right, guys. We love you so much. Have a great day.
Love you. Bye.